I am in Lewisham because two, as far as I know, probably more stores later on, are going to be demolished around this side of the shopping centre because the Lewisham shopping centre is getting some refurbishments, being redeveloped. I'm standing outside of the former boot store. This is the former boot store. This entrance has always been closed. The actual entrance is right here. That's the entrance to the store. There would have been a lot of advertisements up there, including the middle being the Boots logo, but it's all gone. Another store that's going to go is Marks and Spencer. I have seen a Facebook post on the Lewisham and Catford group that is talking about the M&S store closing down. We're closing on the Saturday 1st of August. So it is true. Established 1884, not this exact branch, but the brand itself. The 1st of August, that's not far from now. That's like in like next week. So let's actually get something to remember. A few of these shelves are becoming to be very empty. They won't bother restocking because the store's going to close down. I asked a few workers here, they don't know, but I do. It's going to be developments. I don't know what this store is going to become. Maybe it become a more refreshed store. Who knows? There's barely anything here at all. There's some nice shirts. I hate that material though. In my opinion, that material is horrible. That. What would you describe this material? I don't know, but I just hate it. It feels really weird knowing that this M&S branch will close down because M&S is a really successful business. They have not had any issues aside from the almost everyday shoplifting, but you get that in every other store. For M&S to close down for good, it's something. Though thinking about it, demolishing the building and rebuilding it back up sounds like a waste of time. However, that's the council's decision. There is some briefs, but I cannot pan the camera because it actually shows someone's bulge. There's some nice wallets. Well, it's a card holder, but technically counts as a wallet. I already got enough sunglasses, so I don't need any. Here are some hats. And some handbags. Autograph. I always liked Autograph before I switched over to Primark clothing, because I found Primark clothing to be quite better. I had this jacket but in a grey, which looks something like this, but as I said, grey. I got rid of it because, well, it was falling apart. These are nice. Too bad none of them fucking fits me. It feels so weird that this is the last time I'm actually seeing this. I feel like the only thing I could get to remember this store is a fucking umbrella, because for a long time I needed to get myself an umbrella, and I feel like this is the perfect time to get one. It's by the brand Wind Tech. Pretty sure that applies more to anything that can be used with wind, like windmills and stuff. This you won't use for wind unless you want to go parachuting, but that only happens in like comedy or cartoons. If you were to go skydiving with an umbrella, you're going to fucking die, because gravity and physics exist for a reason. I can't believe that this is going to be the final time I'm in this store before it closed down. The final time. Literally, as I'm recording this, it is the 26th of June. So that's 4 days till this store's gone. There's the scaffoldings up ahead. I think most people won't call these scaffoldings, but I certainly won't call them barriers. Look at that deep asshole. Marks and Spencer's in Lewisham. Yeah, it's not just the Marks and Spencer's. It's Lloyd's Bank. It's going to be these stores around here that's going to be gone. Anyways, that's it for this video. Sucks that stores are closing down like that, but you can't keep a store open while the whole building is getting demolished. Obviously that's impractical and stupid. But this is going to be the next step for the Lewisham shopping centre. Let's see what it would look like over the years later. By the way, I forgot to add this to the video that the new boot store is the former Wilco store in the shopping centre. See? The new boot store. Also, I just noticed that my front-facing camera is positioned in a way that's under the screen, and the screen's cracked a little bit. So every time I record with the front-facing camera, it looks like this. At least it's still clear.